What are you doing with that capo? What kind of capo is that?
This is a Kaiser shortcut. It basically just capos the second, third, and fourth strings so that you have kind of an E sus if you don't put any fingers on. So there's an E chord, would just be one finger. So you can play chords like you do normally with a capo on the second fret. With the added benefit of you have your bass string open as well as your two high strings. Personally, I like the cut capo because I like the key of E. Although you can slide it up and use two capos if you want to play in another key. But a lot of the chords are simpler. So I'm in G. Chords are a little bit simpler, and you can get a similar sound without the cut capo. You know, by just playing chords in different inversions. And what the cut capo does for me is gives me a nice open sound, but kind of allows me to just close my eyes and sing and worship, which is what I like to do. I don't like to be focused on where my fingers need to go for this next inversion and all that kind of stuff. So I just like to do things pretty simple. So hence cut capo. So this is a Chris Tomlin song, of course. The chords are easy because you can go E, A, B, with a minimum number of fingers, which is nice. And you got C sharp, A, B. Stand and lift up eyes, for the joy of the Lord is our strength. We bow down, worship Him now. How great, how awesome is He, and together we sing. Everyone sing. Holy is the Lord God Almighty. The earth is filled with His glory. Holy is the Lord God Almighty. The earth is filled with His glory. The earth is filled with His glory. So a problem that comes up with the cut capo though is if you have to play F sharp, and usually in the key of E you're going to have an F sharp minor chord. So, or in the case of this song, it's an F sharp major. So which looks like an E chord with the capo on the second fret, but then I don't have the right bass note. So hence I'm reaching around the back of the capo to play the F sharp. Everyone sing. So then we can do the E over G sharp with just two fingers with this capo. And if we don't have the capo, it's usually a stretch. And with the capo, a little simpler. Chords again with the key of E without a capo. E over D is kind of a confusing chord for guitar players because you might just think to play an E7 because we're adding that D note. It really is, it's more of an E chord with a D in the bass. So with the capo on, it's pretty easy to do. It's a D form and just putting your middle finger on that D note. So we got going from E to B over D sharp, and then just E over D.